I'm going to show you how to read a clean chart again today. And a warm welcome to one and all. And for those of you who have not seen me before, my name is Langers, and I am the overgrown child, honk honk, that is the scruffy trader. What I'm trying to do is kind of put trading in the real world. Maybe show you a trick or two along the way. So if that sounds good, please click the little subscribe button. Genuinely helps. Smash the like and have a little comment because that genuinely helps also. And we'll crack on. So what am I...
Oh, there you go.
Oh, is that for me? Well
Yes.
done. See, if you are to be a trader, there is two things that you definitely need. One of them is patience, and the other is coffee. I've actually got three things. I've also got something to terrorize on a daily basis, which is Winky. Because for those of you who haven't seen her before, this is Winky, my other half. And I come down into her office on a daily basis and terrorize her.
You do. You're right.
Huh?
You do.
At what point were you meant to chip in here?
You do terrorize me.
All right, okay.
Coffee 24/7.
I do sleep. Occasionally. Sorry. For those of you who've just sort of tuned in and never been on here before, that might seem really odd. However, what you're looking at is real life. None of it's ever scripted on this channel. Nothing. It is literally just me, cup of coffee, fire the screens up, and it's good, bad, or indifferent. Because I trade live in front of you. I was watching a channel last night banging on about this amazing 5-minute scalping strategy and how it's going to revolutionize everything. It was bollocks because it was on a trading view, and if you look at the date at the bottom of the screen, it was about 8 months old, the chart. And I think that's unfair. If you're going to trade and show trading, doesn't matter how you do it, whether it's on a micro account or whatever, do it in the moment. Not post, because this video was posted up last night, and I think the earliest video, the chart on it was January. So it's cherry picked. It's unfair. It's unfair. So none of that here. What you see is what you get. And if I get it wrong, well, I get it wrong.
Are you serious?
But that's not what I'm trying to do. Basically, I'm no Steven Spielberg, is what I'm driving at. So let me pull this over. And why am I showing you a clean chart? Well, I did it yesterday, and I made a right hash of the sound on it. So I thought I'd do it again today. Fairest way to do it. It's my job anyway, so it's not out of the ordinary for me to do it day after day after day. So let me have a little look. The markets that I'm interested in, well, there's cable. I was talking about that in the morning call, if you see that video, but I'm waiting for that to come down some. I'm interested in the FTSE. It's starting to look reasonable at this moment in time. I've just done a video for the scruffs on oil, etc. And for those of you who don't know what the Scruffy Squad is, it's a Discord group where all my live streams are kept. It's daily chat, and we talk through everything. But I also give trade ideas on a daily basis, and there's what I've done for today. It's the fairest way to do it. Hours before the trade's taken, I'll analyze the chart, I'll look at it, and I'll say what I think, and away we go. And then I'll show it in real time. But this is an excellent group to be involved with. There's lots and lots of training in there, and it's fun because we enjoy ourselves every day. So that's what that's all about. But what's catching my eye at the moment is actually where I was yesterday, which is the German 30. In other words, the DAX. Now yesterday I had a good day on it. There it is there. So we're using the same screen setup, etc. And I currently have nothing running at this moment in time. It's coming up to 10 to 12. And I've waited most of the morning for this. Now, if you saw yesterday's video, you saw all this being put in. So I'll get rid of it. And we'll do it from scratch. So what are we looking at? Well, first things to do is get some parameters. Go out to your daily so you can see what's going on. You can see that thing has had a royal buy up. It has not even looked back, but it is now showing signs of stall. But that is quite a drop, okay? And it's stopped. And where's it stopped? Kind of the bottom of here. But how do we know where the absolute limits are? Well, that's very simple. Just drop it onto a line and you can see the turn exactly there, and it's turning here. Okay, so just drop that onto there like so, and you can't deny that because there's the bounce and there's another bounce. So I've now got a defined range and the price is between it. Let's drop my candlestick back on so I can see what's going on. Now what happened with this candle yesterday? Well, I'm going to put on some extra levels today. So we got a level there. I'm just going to change the color of that because that's as low as it got. But I also want to see how high it got, which is up there, and I want a midpoint as well, which is there. Just put in these levels just so you can see it. There you go. So we've now got some defined levels. Now the blue ones, I'm just going to make that one a dotted line so I know what's the midpoint. So what we've done is we made up a range based off yesterday. So there's the low. We know we've been sitting on the close of yesterday, and obviously it opened up there and dropped. Okay. So let's drop it down to 4 hours so we can see what's happening. Well, thump, and it has found this here, this area of attraction. It's not gone anywhere. It's stalling on it. It's over and over. But each one of these is getting taller and stronger. And even that body pushing to the upside. All right, you can see that. Take it to the hourly. Now this is where I like to get my ideas from. It's nice and simple. Well, what's happening is, just a second, I'll just oh, it's me brother. You can wait a bit. What we're doing is we're pushing that up into there, and it may well get up to here. Now if it breaks under this, it's got a long way to go down, and you can see that because it's just open space. All right, there isn't much reprieves along that area, so got to be a little bit careful. It's gonna be there is a swing point, kind of that section there. You can see it bounce, 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 bounce over the top, bounce, 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 then away. So if that breaks through this, it's coming here. So this, I'm gonna have to do Scruffy Madness pretty much to about this section. Okay, and I'll explain what Scruffy Madness is if I need it. All right, so back to this. It's all defined. Wrong, correct. What's that mean? Stops, targets is the easiest way. But we've got a good distance to get up there. So let's have a look, see how far that is. Just a measuring tool. That's 83. Now I'm only looking for 10 ticks, pips, points, whatever you want to call it. I think I can easily get that. And I'll probably get it from there into there. So this looks good. Let's have a look then. Drop it down to 15 minutes. See what's going on. So come down, bit of indecision, strong push up, no sign of slowing down. Have we got 10 pips from there to there? Well, let's find out. Got 22. So more than enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the market and we go on to that level. So we're going to buy it. I always make the market come to me. I'm going to start it with 2 orders. Same place. Just like so. Just like that. There we go, they're both in. And the idea is to get pretty close to this. Now, I alluded to something called Scruffy Madness. Well, I don't particularly want to see it break this that much. So what I'll do is get a fib extension from there to there to there. Okay. And then I'm just going to pull that down. Just move that over there like so. And then I can pull that down onto this bottom level. Right. So what's going to happen here is, if it cracks that 25, I'll put another order in to get back to here. If it cracks here, I'll pull another order in. Down here, I am wrong. I am definitely wrong. So my stop is in this zone here. All right. Because I've told you as many times before, I like 2 points of a stop. Well, that's one and that's the other. 2 swing points. Why is that? Because there's a swing and there's a swing. If it goes past there, I'm wrong. But I will aggressively buy into the market at a better price using this. Okay. And I know it looks mad and you'll think, wow, your risk reward's out of whack and all of this. And I get it all the time. And to be honest, I'm not really bothered what people think about how I trade. I trade my way. I'm going into the market kind of expecting to be wrong. And when it's wrong, you will go backwards on yourself and panic. Because that's what happens. You hold on to your trades too long. So the way I alleviate that is, if I'm holding down here, which is a wide stop, I have entry points on the way down to try and stop that. In other words, I can start buying in at a better price, because this is not full position. I can go 5 times at 5, you know, and even if you're at £5 a point, I would just open it up with 2 £1 positions and then scale in. All right. And the idea is, if that pops, result, and then down. But once we have a close above this line, that's it. Because what I'm expecting is, come up, take that out. Oh, there it is. It's done. Right. So there's 50 quid in a couple of minutes. All right. Now we're going to leave that where it is for now. What I might actually do is just actually move that up to there, because it's done quite well. But I'm going to see if that comes back down. If it does, once it goes underneath there, I'll put that order back in to see if it can be traded again. That's simple. So what I'll do is I'll leave the camera running, and I want to get up to about 200 quid. If I can do that, that's my day done. And I'll see you at the end. That, guys, is that. It's come and stopped me out. But this was a good lesson in how scruffy madness gets you out of trouble. And also how you should always stick with your first analysis. Because it's very easy to chop and change and get spooked out. Now, as it was coming on to the end of the night, I tightened up everything into a risk-free situation, just so that I was surely going to be paid. Has been a bit of a scary day today, because look how close it came to my stop. There it is there, and my stop is this line here. And kind of the way I work stops out, as I said before, it's a couple of structure points, and then I just put a fib on it, whatever that is. So nice and simple. But how did we pan out for the day? There you go. That's not a bad return for an afternoon's work. Yes, it is stressful, and if my stop was hit, it would have been nasty. But I don't think of stops the same way most people do. You know, a stop is there just to save the account if everything goes catastrophically wrong. That is it. I am looking at the trade, and I want to be pretty confident on that trade before I take it. And if I'm confident, it becomes valid, and then it doesn't matter. You just get in and you manage your stop. And that's what happened here. Madness, madness. Took a bit of heat here. Yes, it did get a bit scary, and it was a bit twitchy at times. And then wallop off up into where I wanted it to go. And if you look at the breakdown of the chart, if you pull it out to an hour, yeah, it got a bit scary. But did it really? No, because look, there's the cluster, which is here. All right. So there's a high probability it can come down onto the bottom of there. Like I said, you know, the stop weren't that far away from it. So I just had to stage in on the way down and then hopefully have it come back up. And it still may well get up to there, but I'm stopped out and I won't be entering the market anymore tonight. It's a little bit dangerous to start chasing the market around. So I hope that kind of made sense, what I was trying to achieve today. It's essentially all I do all the time when I'm day trading. I read a chart. I do have indicators on to help me, but my indicators are exactly what they say they are. They are just an indication, not a definitive. The price and how the chart is performing is what I'm looking at, just as I've shown you there, and many times for that matter. Anyway, I've had a great day. If the Scruffy Squad are watching, they can sort of testify that the little trade idea that I put out earlier on today for oil, footsie, cable, and this, every single one of them came in to where I predicted, near enough. And if you're looking at the morning watch video I did this morning, you'll see that I was looking at cable. That also came in as well. So it's been a great day all around. Quite pleased with that. So if you're stuck and you're worried, by all means contact me. I'm very easy found. All my contact details are in the description, as are some pretty useful links as well. And there we go. Another simple day. Do it all again tomorrow. So as always, guys, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.